Who in here does not understand Fibonacci and needs a little couple minute refresher of exactly how this how I snap this on a screen and where I come up with pullback levels? Who needs a little help on that? Because this is very, very easy, guys. Look, Brandon's got his hand in the air. He needs a little help on this. Awesome. We all needed help on this at one time or another. Okay. This isn't something, I wasn't born with, Leonardo Fibonacci's mathematics calculator in my butt. All right. I had to learn it just like all of you. And so I want to share with you what we look for. So on a chart, I will look for a low and a high, a distinctive low and a distinctive high. Now, if the high is closer to today than the low, then we're looking at a trend that's gone up and is starting to pull back. If the low is closer to today than the high, then we're looking for a downtrend and we're looking for possibly a pull up. In the case of Bitcoin, you've got two distinctive levels. You've got the one back in July where BTC was down below 30,000. And that runs all the way to the 67,549 you see there. And then you got the chart I have now, which shows the low in the middle to the end of September, that double bottom that happened down here around 40,700. And then run up to the high, that 67,549, which was a 3-day high that was around the 9th of November. Now, I just want to throw something out there for those of you that are Fibonacci traders. You might be saying to yourself, Tom, I see some candles up here, some wicks. How come you're not snapping the high up here? How come you're not snapping the low down here? All right, because to me, the highs and the lows do not represent as solid of a support line and as solid of a resistance line as the closing high and closing lows. Those to me are much more important. So when you see this closing low down here, that's where I snap the grid. That's where I snap the low. When you see this closing high that occurred on, I believe it was November 10th, that's where I snap the closing high. Now we start to pull back. Now, if you take a look at the low and you take a look at the high, and we were to take 50, or let's call it 38% off that low to high, that's going to put us right here in the 57,296 range that you're seeing right now on my screen. So we've gone up, we pull back 38%, and that's the 38% level. All right. If we were to go from low to high and pull back 50% of the move, it's going to take us down to 54,129 and change. And the 61.8% move is 50,962.29, which begs to question, why 38? Why 50? Why 61.8? Why? What is so significant about those numbers? See, Fred just asked the question. And if you remember iRobot, the movie, when Will Smith was asking the hologram questions, and he said something about syntax error, I cannot answer that question. And then he asked the question, and the hologram says, that is the right question. Well, the right answer, the best answer I can give you, is that Leonardo Fibonacci found that these were gravitational moves, okay? So he found a lot of different areas where when you take a look at prime numbers, okay, and prime numbers are just simply two numbers added up to get the third. So 1 + 1 is 2, 1 + 2 is 3, 2 + 3 is 5, and you take the last two numbers to get the next. Those are prime numbers. If you take the divisor of those prime numbers, you get 38, 50, and 61 that pop up a lot. And those are what we call Fibonacci retracement levels. So crypto's retracing back. And there we go. There's your crypto retracement level, which is 57, 54, and 50. Well, guess what we ended up hitting Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We came down and hit the 54,129 level, just below it, 3 days, and then here's Sunday, move up. And then, by the way, I snapped this early because we're not at 56,987 anymore. We're much, much higher. Okay. So